Every day I go about our routine.
Another nightmare?
I don't understand why you won't get some help.
Because they're gonna say it's in my head.
It is just in your head.
Please wake up.
I think these dreams.
When it comes to films that blend intimate family drama with high-stakes science fiction, Extinction carves out a tense, emotional space that immediately pulls viewers in. At the heart of the story is a father, played by Michael Peña, whose life is overshadowed by a recurring nightmare. Night after night, he dreams of losing his family, an anxiety that seems both ordinary and deeply unsettling. But in this narrative, his nightmare is far from mere symbolism. It foreshadows a reality so extreme that it will challenge every limit of courage, love, and human resilience. The concept of recurring dreams becoming reality taps into a universal fear, the sense that some dangers are inevitable, lurking just beyond our control, and that our greatest vulnerabilities are tied to the people we love most. The film's opening sequences are subtle, yet loaded with tension. We see the father navigating a life that appears normal, mundane even, with quiet domestic routines that make the coming chaos feel all the more jarring. This contrast between everyday life and impending disaster is critical to the storytelling. By grounding the narrative in recognizable moments of family life, the film ensures that when the planet is suddenly under attack, the emotional stakes are incredibly high. We care about this family because the world around them feels real, and the fear of loss that the father experiences is mirrored in every viewer watching. As the plot escalates, the seemingly personal nightmare transforms into a global crisis. The planet is invaded by a mysterious force bent on destruction, thrusting the characters into a fight for survival that tests not only their physical limits, but also their psychological endurance. The invasion isn't just a backdrop for action. It is a catalyst that exposes hidden strengths and vulnerabilities within the characters. In particular, the father's journey becomes a meditation on courage, responsibility, and the untapped reserves of human potential that emerge under extreme circumstances. Michael Peña's portrayal captures this transformation beautifully, moving from a man haunted by fear to someone willing to confront unimaginable danger to protect his family. The narrative structure cleverly intertwines the father's internal fears with the external threats that the family faces. His nightmares, once dismissed as irrational or coincidental, gain a terrifying prescience as the alien invasion unfolds. This duality, dreams versus reality, fear versus action, gives the film a psychological dimension that elevates it above a standard sci-fi thriller. Every moment of suspense is amplified by the viewer's awareness that the father has already lived through these events in his dreams, creating a tense, almost prophetic resonance in the unfolding story. Supporting characters are equally crucial in grounding the story emotionally. Lizzy Caplan and Mike Colter provide performances that complement Peña's journey, adding layers of complexity and tension to the family dynamic. The relationships between the characters are tested in ways that reveal both fragility and resilience. As the family is forced to navigate the chaos of an alien attack, we see how love, trust, and sacrifice operate under extreme pressure. These interactions are not merely plot devices, they are central to the emotional gravity of the story, making every moment of peril feel personal and every act of courage resonate. One of the film's striking achievements is how it balances high-octane action with intimate emotional storytelling. Explosions, chaos, and alien attacks are interspersed with moments of reflection, fear, and tenderness. This rhythm prevents the narrative from becoming mere spectacle. Instead, it becomes a study of what it means to fight not just for survival, but for the people we care about most. The visual storytelling complements this approach, using the destruction of familiar environments to heighten tension and emphasize the stakes. Every ruined street, every abandoned building, and every confrontation with the invaders underscores the precariousness of the character's situation and the world they inhabit. As the father confronts the invading force, the story delves into themes of hidden potential and unexpected strength. What begins as a man haunted by a dream evolves into a portrait of human capability under duress. The film doesn't rely on generic heroism. It explores heroism as it emerges from love, responsibility, and desperation. Every action sequence is not just about survival, it's about the father discovering a capacity within himself that he may never have realized existed. This transformation is both thrilling and emotionally satisfying, giving the audience a reason to invest in the character beyond the immediate spectacle of the invasion. In addition to character development, the film's approach to suspense and revelation is carefully crafted. It teases the audience with glimpses of the invader's capabilities and intentions, allowing tension to build organically. Unlike stories where alien threats are fully understood from the outset, Extinction thrives on mystery. The unknown aspect of the threat mirrors the father's initial uncertainty in his dreams, creating a psychological symmetry that enhances both the psychological and physical stakes. The audience, much like the protagonist, must navigate uncertainty, making every revelation both shocking and impactful. The family struggle also highlights the adaptability and ingenuity that emerge under extreme conditions. As threats escalate, the father and his loved ones are forced to make quick, often morally challenging decisions. These moments of tension reveal character traits that were previously latent: resourcefulness, courage, and an unyielding commitment to protect one another. The film emphasizes that survival is not just about brute force or strategy, it's about understanding one's own limits, recognizing the value of others, and rising to challenges that seem insurmountable. Visually, the film conveys a sense of scale and immediacy. While the story is deeply personal, the settings and cinematic techniques underscore the global implications of the invasion. From chaotic cityscapes to intimate household spaces, the camera work alternates between the macro and micro perspectives, reminding viewers that every personal story exists within a broader, often perilous world. The contrast between these scales amplifies tension while keeping the emotional core intact. In essence, the audience experiences both the immensity of the threat and the intimacy of the family struggle simultaneously. Another compelling aspect of Extinction is its exploration of fear and foresight. The recurring dreams that begin the story are more than a narrative hook. They're a lens through which the film examines how humans anticipate and respond to danger. Fear in this story is both paralyzing and motivating. It serves as a reminder that the mind often knows threats before the body encounters them, and that preparation, whether emotional, psychological, or practical, can be the difference between survival and loss. The narrative leverages this tension to create a psychological resonance that lingers beyond the screen. As the story progresses, the father's evolution mirrors a broader thematic arc about responsibility and the latent strength within ordinary people. The invasion, while catastrophic, becomes a crucible for growth. Characters are stripped of complacency and forced into roles they never imagined. This transformation is particularly satisfying because it feels earned. It arises naturally from the circumstances rather than being imposed for dramatic effect. The father's journey from fear to empowerment, from dread to decisive action, embodies the narrative's central message that even in the face of overwhelming odds, human determination and love can forge paths to survival. Throughout, the film's tension is meticulously managed. Moments of quiet introspection, familial interaction, and subtle foreshadowing alternate with intense confrontations and action sequences. This pacing keeps viewers invested on both emotional and narrative levels. The stakes are clear. Survival is paramount, but the cost of losing what we love is unimaginable. By intertwining external threats with internal struggles, the film sustains engagement over its full runtime, offering both spectacle and substance in equal measure. The performances are integral to this balance. Michael Peña's portrayal anchors the narrative, conveying a range of emotions from fear and vulnerability to courage and determination. His interactions with Lizzy Caplan and Mike Colter add texture to the story, highlighting the dynamics of a family under siege and the ways in which adversity can either fracture or strengthen bonds. Their performances make the extraordinary events of the invasion feel grounded, relatable, and emotionally resonant, which is crucial for a story that blends domestic drama with science fiction spectacle. By the climax, Extinction delivers both tension and catharsis. The father's realization of his own strength, the family's unity in the face of danger, and the confrontation with the alien threat converge to create a finale that is both thrilling and emotionally satisfying. The narrative doesn't rely on cliché resolutions. It emphasizes growth, courage, and the power of human connection. In doing so, it leaves a lasting impression, encouraging reflection on how ordinary people respond when confronted with extraordinary circumstances. Ultimately, this film is a compelling study of fear, love, and resilience. It merges the intimate stakes of family life with the expansive threats of an alien invasion, creating a narrative that is both thrilling and thought-provoking. By centering the story on a father grappling with recurring nightmares, it personalizes a global catastrophe, making every confrontation with danger feel immediate and consequential. The balance of emotional depth, character development, and science fiction spectacle makes Extinction a standout entry in the genre, offering viewers both adrenaline and reflection in equal measure. When it premiered on Netflix, it offered audiences a story that combined suspense, emotional resonance, and thrilling action. The film's exploration of the unknown, its psychological complexity, and its focus on family dynamics set it apart, making it a movie that engages both the heart and the mind. From the opening nightmare to the climactic confrontation, every moment reinforces the central theme, the lengths a person will go to protect the ones they love, and the hidden strength that emerges when survival demands it. Extinction is, in every sense, a cinematic journey into fear, courage, and the extraordinary potential of ordinary people.